Hello, and welcome to Storytime. I'd made a little world just for story times, and just for, telling stories. So today, we are telling the story of what happened to my school. You might be wondering, wait, we didn't know anything happened to your school. Nothing happened to my school, something happened to me, which affected my schooling. I was setting a goal to be popular, and it didn't work out. I was bullied. I've always been bullied for being too skinny, for being too tall. I'm 5'9" and I'm 14. I'm a very skinny person. I only weigh 118 pounds. That's probably not even healthy for a person of my height. I'm trying my best to gain weight, and I have. The other day I ate 4 slices of pizza. And that's a lot for me. I've never eaten that much in my life. So, today, as I mentioned, we are talking about school. This is my first storytime video, besides my Draw My Life, which wasn't even a Draw My Life. Did I even do a Draw My Life on this channel? I'll look, and if I haven't, then I will. I think I told how I got started on YouTube whenever I got 30 subscribers, but we're gonna do that again, but for 40 subscribers. Because it's been a while since I've been back, and I just got back like a while ago, and it's hard to get back on your feet once you've left for so long. People don't really notice that you're there anymore. Sorry, this is off topic. School. Okay, I'm 14. I'm in the 8th grade. I went to a private school all my life. I went to a private school all my life, and I ruined it. How? You are about to know. Goodness gracious, this horse has 3 babies. Goodness gracious, I feel bad for you. So it was the day before my birthday, and my best friend came over, who I thought was my best friend anyway, and my boyfriend, her brother, my boyfriend at the time, we broke up anyways. My boyfriend at the time was her brother, and she started hanging out with me, and she, like, acted the same way that she always has, like, a little bit mean, but, just normal. We're gonna call her, what's a fake name that we can call her? We're gonna call her Adrian. Why not? I think that's a boy's name, but we're gonna call her that. So, sorry, this is probably getting on some of you guys' nerves. So, we all came over to my house because it was my birthday, my birthday celebration, day before my birthday, because my birthday was on a Monday. Nobody likes when their birthday is on a Monday. I'm talking too fast. So, we all came over to my house the day before my birthday, because my birthday was on a Monday, and nobody likes when their birthdays are on a Monday. At least I don't think anyone does, and if you do, well then you're probably a really strange person, but hey, I love you. So we all went over to my house, and she started acting a little bit funny, and we all started jumping out on the trampoline, and my boyfriend and I weren't hanging out as much as we, you know, like, we weren't hanging out with Adrian, right? Isn't her real name, but that's gonna be her name for this video. So we weren't hanging out with Adrian, and so she started getting a little bit jealous, and you know, my boyfriend and I, we got pretty friendly, but that doesn't have to do with anything in this video, but I just thought I'd put that out there. We were really close, and then, you know, he like held my hand, or we kissed or something, and she freaked out. She went up to him and she said, "Matthew, you know your dad, our dad, told us not to do anything, right?" And he's just like, "Yeah, so." And I said, "Matthew, I'm just gonna use his real name because honestly, who gives a crap? Because he deserves to be ratted out. If you want to know what he did, that's fine." This does have a place in the school thing. Trust me, I'm not just off the walls here. It has to do with the school thing. Trust me. Yeah, just listen. It has to do with it. Okay. So, I left, and I said, "I'm done with this shit. Excuse my language on a family-friendly channel. We nasty." Anyways, so, where was I? So I left, but I didn't actually leave. I left to where I could still hear their conversation because I was fairly sure that Adrian was going to talk about me behind my back. So, Adrian and Matthew were out here. Let's say they were on this pedestal, and Matthew was over here on this pedestal. I don't know why I'm putting them on pedestals. They should be in the ground for, you know. Here's Adrian, and here's Matthew. I don't know why I want to call him by a different name, but his name's Matthew. His real name is Matthew. So, Adrian and Matthew, right? I'm over here behind the wall so that I can still hear their conversation. I hear Adrian say, "Matthew, you can do so much better than her. She's ugly, she's mean, and she cusses. You really don't need to be with her." And I got pissed the hell off, okay? You don't even know. So I just walked inside and acted like nothing happened, and she walked in after me. She was like kind of snooty nosing me, and I just kind of rolled my eyes at her. I ignored her. I walked up to Matthew and I said, "Hey, I heard what you guys were talking about." Okay. I was pissed. And I told them that. And then after I told them, they had to leave. After they had left, I made a video and posted it on my story on Snapchat. And I said, "I'm really in the mood to kill somebody." And boy, oh boy, was that a bad decision. It was the week of that New York attack, you know? So it was just all over the place. And, you know, like, I got punished. I got punished. I definitely got punished. So, I went to school the next day. This is now school. And I walked in and everybody's just, like, staring at me. And they're just like, "God, we're scared of you." And, like, some people were asking, "Why'd you post that?" And my friend that doesn't have any social media, he's just like, "Post what?" And I'm just like, "You really don't want to know. It's probably going to get me in heck trouble," you know? Later on that day, the police come into my classroom and they're just like, "Can we talk to Genesis?" And I'm just like, "Oh God, yes, You guys know my name now. My name is Genesis. Hello, if you did not know that already. Hello, if you are new to the channel. Hello, just putting that out there. I'm Genesis Darkheart, aka, you know, just putting that out there. Anyways. So anyways, so we're all just, like, the police come in my room and they're just like, hey, they go up to the teacher, and I'm just like, oh God, who's getting arrested? And they're just like, can we talk to Genesis, please? And I'm just like, oh shit, what up? I'm dead. And then my grandmother was in the office with me, and we were all just kind of sitting there. The police asked me, so why did you post that video on Snapchat? And I said, well, I was just saying the truth, that if I was mean to anyone, that's why. I wasn't trying to threaten anyone, and I didn't say anyone's name. I didn't say Adrian's name. I just said I'm in the mood to kill somebody. I didn't say who. I just said somebody. It would have been, I would have been arrested if I would have said who. They told me that. So, this is the office. Here's me and my grandmother. And here's the principal. And here's the police officer. So I'm over here, my grandmother's, no, actually I'm over here across from the principal, and my grandmother's right here. So, I'm just freaking out because I don't know what to do, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I know what I did was wrong, and I shouldn't have done it, and it was a stupid decision. And he said, well, you're free to go on to class and everything. And I said, thank you. And then my grandmother left, and I went on to class. Later on that day, it was the freaking day, it was my birthday, okay? My birthday, okay? So, later on that day, Miss Douglas comes into my, Miss Douglas comes into my classroom, and she's just like, hey, is Genesis done with everything? And my teacher says, no, she's doing her math exam, because I was in math class. And everything was going good, all good, and you know, my math teacher said, Miss Douglas asked if I would come into her office, Miss Douglas's office, after I got done with my exam. This is Miss Douglas's office now. This is just everything, okay? This room is everything. It's every office, everything. I change it into everything, okay? Just putting that out there. So this is Miss Douglas's office now. And I walk in. She's my counselor, and I walk in. And she said, Genesis, pack your things, and you know, and I asked, you know, we're gonna call her Miss Booty because she had a booty. And Miss Booty told me to, why don't you take your backpack with you? And I said, okay. She said, you might be gone for a little while, and we don't want you having to come back in here in the middle of my next class and getting your backpack and distracting everybody. And I said, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. And so I walked into Miss Douglas's class, and she said, Genesis, could you pack your things? And I was just like, ma'am? And she said, you're expelled. And in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, you know, like, I am so dead. And she offered to take me home and everything, and she did, and I was taken home, and it was the week of 9 weeks exam, okay? I took my first exam, and that's all I got done. Well, luckily for me, Miss Diane Douglas, love her, if you're watching this. Hello, it is me, Genesis. Hello. The fighter's name is Helga. What color of terracotta is this? Is this even terracotta? Anyways, it doesn't matter. So I'm just like home, and she's letting me take my exams at her house. There's no black mark against my record. Amazing, awesome. Maybe I shouldn't have told YouTube, but I did. I told you guys because you guys mean everything to me, and you are my best friends, and I don't know what your name is going to be yet, you know. Your names, you know. I don't know what I'm gonna call you yet. I have been calling you Dark Hearts, but I don't feel like that's right. You know, I feel like we need something better than Dark Hearts. Okay, so anyways, that was my school story, and we're gonna do another video today, and it's gonna be my YouTube experience and my actual life story and everything. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I love you.